For today's video, I wanted to just sit down and chat with you about where I'm at with my joyful movement journey. If you've never heard of that term before, if you've never been here, joyful movement is just another word or a term for like exercise, fitness, whatever you may want to call it. But I like using that term. I saw someone maybe a few years back, like 2018, 2019, something like that. They talked about joyful movement as a way to move your body just because it feels good. Like as a way to celebrate your body and not punish your body. Because I have had quite a complicated relationship with exercise for most of my life. I feel like most people who grew up in like the 90s, early 2000s can relate to that. But over the last 2 years, I've made quite a few videos just kind of revolving around my journey with joyful movement. And sometimes I'm in a season of life where I'm moving a ton, and then other times I'm in a season of life where I'm not really moving at all. And I have been inspired, probably because of the new year and just this chapter of life that I'm in. I just really want to get back into my relationship with joyful movement, with fitness, with exercise, whatever you want to call it. Please use whatever term feels good for you. Because I feel like at the beginning of every year, I'm like out of the gate, just ready, motivated, inspired, and then it just kind of tapers off by the end of the year, and then I'm like back in the cycle all over again. So I truly am starting from zero. And so I thought we would talk about it in this video and just how I am like gently showing up for myself, but also like encouraging myself, and I'm setting new goals, and I'm just feeling really inspired and proud of myself and all those things. So every journey, of course, has its highs and lows, and mine definitely has. Like starting back from probably, I don't know, elementary school when we used to have to run the mile. I was always like the last person. I always really struggled with exercise. I never had a good relationship with it. I viewed it as something negative to like punish my body and all of those different things. And then in adulthood, I kind of reframed that in my mind a little bit, thanks to so many amazing people that I follow on the internet, and it really just changed my life. And so 2 years ago, I kind of started out on a journey where I just started working out again for the first time like ever in adulthood, really. And I documented my journeys, and you know, I showed a little bit here and there, and it just kind of goes with the ebbs and flows of life, you know, where you are in your journey. But right now I'm just feeling super motivated and inspired, and I just feel so good about it. So I wanted to share. Something about this year in particular just feels different. I feel more motivated than ever. I feel more inspired than ever. I feel ready to prioritize myself and show up for myself more than ever. And these are all just like really amazing ways to get in the right headspace for, you know, just embarking on a journey. And I feel like there's so much to say about like beating up your past self for not continuing on in a fitness routine or whatever it may be. But for me anyway, my biggest goal for this year is just to have a routine for myself. Again, like I said, make myself a priority. Just carve out a little bit of time every day for myself and do things that make me feel better physically and mentally, which is, you know, another huge aspect of it is the mental. I did have kind of a rough 2023 when it came to health stuff. I just also want to make sure that I'm giving a warning, a trigger warning, in case you are sensitive to talking about bodies and just health and things like that. But I did have a rough year when it came to health, and there were just some kind of concerning, scary things that popped up, and it's just made me all the more kind of inspired to take control of my life and make myself more of a priority. And one of those things that is going to help me with that is, you know, building up stamina, building up endurance, building up strength. My biggest goals for this year are to show up for myself because I deserve it. I want to avoid falling into a trap of focusing on aesthetics or things like that, and just focus on the fact that it makes me happy. Very importantly, do it for my mental health. Like exercising for your mental health is so underrated. Like it's so underrated. And so that is like one of the reasons that I have started off this month just wanting to move my body, because it really makes me feel good mentally. And then most importantly, I think one of my biggest goals for this year is to just get strong, just to get strong as hell. I want to be so strong at the end of this year. I've never felt more inspired to want to get strong ever in my life, and it just feels right. It feels like, you know what? Yeah, this is going to be the year that I work really, really hard and just be a force. So what I am doing this year is another 30 days of daily movement challenge. I've done this for the past 2 years on my channel. I did it in 2022 and 2023. I documented it. I will be documenting it this year, and that will be in a future video. But what I'm trying to do is just make moving my body a part of my everyday routine. Just nothing serious, not putting that much thought into it. Just get up, do 20 to 30 minutes of movement every day, and really create the habit of getting up, showing up for myself, myself. That's gonna be a theme that you see throughout this video, moving my body and just getting those endorphins going. I'm really keeping it simple and making it easy for myself. I don't even have to leave my house, and then it's just quick, it's done, it's over with, and it's something that makes me feel good and jumpstarts my day. It's also just the easiest way that I make sure I stay consistent, and consistency is definitely something that I am focusing on this year as well. One of the ways that I am easing back into a workout routine is by using CoPilot. I have worked with them before. They are kindly sponsoring this video. I've used them on and off for about 2 years and I love it. CoPilot is a fitness coaching app, but it's so different because you have the personalization of working with an actual human person coach, and then also you have like technology, and there's so many amazing parts to the app. I decided to pick back up with CoPilot because I feel like it's just such a good place to start for building up endurance, and I want to get more energy and really work on building back my strength and things like that. And I feel like this is just one of the nicest ways to do that because it's so personalized, because your virtual coach can create workouts that fit to your schedule, what type of equipment you have, even if you have none, whatever your goals may be, like your workouts are all tailored towards you, which is the best. And yeah, as I mentioned, working out for me anyways is just such a stress reliever. It's so good for my mental health. It makes me feel stronger physically, but where I can struggle is staying consistent and really knowing what workouts to do. So that's what's so amazing about this, is that it's all done for you. You don't have to put any thought to it. You have an amazing coach like mine, Olivia, who I adore. I think she's so wonderful, and she has tailored workouts to me and my needs, and has also listened to my feedback and encouraged me and is like, good morning, like get after it, go do this workout, I believe in you, you know, really supportive, really amazing. She's the expert. She's the one who creates the personalized workouts for me. I just show up and do them, and I could not be more grateful.
Having a goal that is rooted towards like living a long and healthy life and being able to do day-to-day activities and say yes to things versus a goal that is maybe more physique based is really, that goal is really powerful because it changes our day-to-day life, and it's really, really cool to see how that changes.
Yes, that's like exactly where I'm at. I love that. It's super flexible as well. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can do it in the gym. You can do it with equipment, without equipment. I just love the flexibility of it. It makes it super easy. You can do it anytime, day or night. I'm currently doing 2 CoPilot workouts a week. I feel like that's just a really good number for me. It's where I feel very comfortable. I have some rest days. I have some other days where I exercise mixed in, and I'm already feeling stronger with each one. And I feel like that's just such a like quality of life improvement, is like noticing that you're getting stronger and you're building your endurance, and you're like, wow, that was really hard for me to do last week, but it's actually little bit easier this week. And it's just like such a confidence booster as well. It's not only great for exercise, but it's also great for just habit tracking in general. So I track my daily water intake, I track my meditation. You can pick and choose what things you want to track, and it's just, there's something so satisfying about checking those things off every day. Like it feels so good, and it's just like you've accomplished something. I can honestly say after just like 3 weeks of getting back into it, I am already feeling so much stronger, and I love it. I even asked my coach to lengthen my workouts. I literally don't know who I am, but I'm obsessed. So make sure you click my link in the description box below to get 14 days free of personalized fitness. I could not recommend it enough. I'm super proud of myself, and so I know you will be as well. Definitely a huge part of getting back into my joyful movement routine. So as far as my future plans go, I really would love to get back into the gym eventually and continue just building up my strength and, like I said, getting really, really strong. However, there's like kind of 3 different reasons that I'm holding off on that for now. First one being, I just want to ease into it. I want to like not go so gung-ho that I'm like burning myself out at the very beginning. So I just want to like establish a bit of a fitness routine first and make it into a habit before I just like jump right into going to the gym and like overwhelming myself. Number 2, I really do want to build up some endurance before I do that and just get into a place where I feel like I can keep up. I can maybe take some classes, I can maybe lift some weights and just feel like, okay, this is something that I'm ready for now. And then number 3, like hopefully miss out on a lot of the crowds. Like I know from January to usually about March, it's like the busiest time at the gym, and I live in a big city. LA is massive, the gyms are packed, so there are gonna be a ton of people still, but I'm hoping that if I wait a little bit, it'll be a little less chaotic. So I will keep you updated with that, but that is something that like I have just heard so many people talk about how weightlifting has like completely changed their life. And there are so many people that I follow online who are still in like the very body positive space or who live in larger bodies or whatever, and they are so badass at weightlifting. Like they just do the thing and they inspire me so much. So I really do want to get into that. We'll see where that goes, but that is just definitely a huge goal of mine. I have been mixing in other forms of joyful movement as well. So things like HIIT workouts, dance workouts, going for hot girl walks, going on hikes on the weekends. Those are all things that I'm mixing in addition to my CoPilot workouts that are just like helping me keep it fun and interesting every day. I'm typically doing about 4 different types of exercise a week, which keeps things just like very fresh and interesting for my brain. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, is just working out with ADHD is kind of an extra layer of just challenges to deal with. You can tend to get really bored, you can tend to lose focus, you can tend to just kind of like hyperfixate on it for a little bit and then lose interest, taper off, whatever. And that's why switching up my workouts every day is just so helpful for my ADHD, because it just keeps things different each day. It keeps my attention span, and it's only about 20 or 30 minutes out of my day, so it's just easy to like get done. Another huge part of this that kind of like goes into the whole thing with like fitness, working out, etc., is having a morning routine. That has been one of the biggest things that has helped me in this journey with my relationship with fitness and just my health overall. Is I never had a morning routine, like, ever. It was just not something that I prioritized. It was not something that I really cared about. I never really saw the point in having a routine until I got older and I started doing one. And then I was like, oh, okay, so this is actually amazing. It makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I have purpose. It makes me feel motivated and just like ready to tackle the day. So adding workouts into my morning routine has been really helpful. A lot of times I find that if I put it off until later in the day or the afternoon, I just simply won't do it. So that's why just like starting off this challenge where I'm like working out every day for 30 days to just make it a habit, and then also just like bing, bang, boom, right first thing I wake up, throw on my workout set and do the workout, is so helpful for me and my little neurospicy brain. The positive impact that having a morning routine and adding exercise into my morning routine has had on my mental health already just in January is truly mind-blowing. Like, it's wild. And what I want to continue to focus on and just have it be the driving force through all of this is that I'm doing this for myself, because I deserve this. I deserve the love and care that I so freely give to other people. For most of my life, I've put so much time and effort into others and really not that much into myself. And so I feel like it's just time. I'm in my 30s. I've worried so much about people's perception of me and pleasing everyone at all times. And this is just for me. And I love it. It just feels so good. I've just made the decision, like in my mind, I made a pact with myself that I was like, hey, I'm gonna show up for myself every day, and everyone deserves that, you know? And yeah, this year just feels different because I have more drive and motivation than ever. I have more confidence in myself than ever going into it. You know, usually I'm going into it with like a little bit of a tilted perspective and like putting a lot of pressure on myself. And this is like kind of a just no big deal, easy, simple thing that I'm adding into my life. And I'm giving myself like a ton of praise. Like, I am telling myself like, hey, I'm proud of you for showing up today and doing this for yourself. And like, hey body, thank you so much for what you've done for me today. And just little things like that that actually sometimes like make me emotional. Like, it's crazy. I have just never consistently put this much love and care into myself as I have recently, and it just feels really good. I thought I would end this with like a few things that I would love to continue working on, like little areas that I would love to improve in. Number one being stretching. I would love to focus more on stretching, like before and after workouts, especially with things like hiking and stuff. It can just be really hard on your body. So making sure that I take time to stretch is very important. I do tend to get some headaches after like intense exercise. I think this is just due to my asthma. So not pushing myself to the point where I give myself like headaches would be really ideal for sure. I would really love to improve my sleep. I do feel like it's getting better. I feel like reading at night and not scrolling on my phone has helped a lot. I think exercising during the day also makes you a little bit more tired at night, but I do naturally just have insomniatic tendencies because of my ADHD, but I would love to improve my sleep. And then once this becomes like much more of a habit and it's just something I do every day and I don't really have to think about it, I would love to take more intentional rest days. But overall, like, I'm just so happy with the way this is going so far. And even though I am starting from zero, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts and my feelings and my heart and just kind of spill it all out to you, because if you're watching this and you've been considering going on some sort of like joyful movement journey or fitness journey or whatever you want to call it, you deserve it and you should do it. It doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be serious. It can just be something quick and easy and casual, and you don't have to make it your entire personality or build your life around it, but just carving out a little bit of time per day for yourself is just such a game changer, and doing it for your mental health overall, and just to feel joy and like to be happy is the best thing ever. I hope that's what you'll take away from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, where you are with your fitness or joyful movement journey, and if you want to see more videos in the future where I take you along on workouts with me, or I do more of like routine stuff, or anything related to joyful movement in general, definitely let me know in the comments below. I will also be showing you the 30 days of movement video coming up very soon. And yeah, I just appreciate you being here so much. Want to say a big thanks to CoPilot again for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.